Hey guys, how's it going? I promised you a teaser, so here it is. Traveler is a single player roguelike that combines the strategic depth of games like Hearthstone, Slay the Spire, and Teamfight Tactics with the adventure of a D&D campaign. So, kind of combining a bunch of my favorite things into one. And each run, you'll guide your party through a series of villages and battles. After each battle, you'll stop in a new village that presents a unique, randomized set of strategic opportunities. You'll be faced with a series of choices that allow you to purchase something, take a risk on an adventure, or get something free. This system ensures that no two runs are the same, so roguelike, forcing you to adapt your strategy based on the distinct challenges and opportunities each village provides. Your objective is to reach the final village before your party suffers three losses. So now I'll do a walkthrough here. I'll try to make it quick. We're gonna start a run, and immediately you are you choose between your hero. So just like a lot of these games, there's your heroes have different powers. I'm gonna choose the Beastmaster, which automatically starts you with a level 3 beast, and this is a direwolf, level 3 with some boss stats. And so you'll see your hero here. These slots are for your fighters that are gonna fight for you, and then you can also choose neutral, lawful, chaotic, evil. These are going to be randomized. It's kind of based on D&D, and it will impact the cards that you're going to see later on in the game. So you choose that, and you go to Village 1. And in Village 1, like I mentioned, you have the opportunity to buy something, do an adventure of some kind, or get something for free. So we'll start out going to the general store to buy some things, and you'll see some information about the item, and then there is a weight mechanic, so you can become encumbered. That's something we're still working on. And then there's a price. So you see down here in the bottom corner, I'm starting out with 700 gold just so I can show you a bunch of stuff. But in the real game, you're not going to start out with 700 gold. You can just buy everything. So we have a couple of items here. I'll pick up this torch, one visibility, and get a crossbow. I'm just going to grab a couple of things. You can refresh for a price. And right now I have unlimited refreshes on. And just so I can buy some things to show you. But in the game, I think we're just going to have one refresh available. And I'm going to pick up this armor. We'll get a quarterstaff, rope, warhammer's cool, travel rations. Let's see what else. Might get a dagger, health potion. That's probably good to show you guys what we can do. Mana. Alright, so then you can click on the chest here to see your inventory. The inventory area is not very big, and that's on purpose. This is meant to be kind of a lightweight game where you can play a run in, maybe 30 minutes or so. So, as opposed to Baldur's Gate where you can have, spend like an hour just looking at your inventory. This is supposed to be something where you just have, a few options, and then maybe we want you to have to make decisions where you sell things. So yeah, I can sell something here if you hover on it. Obviously, we're working on the visuals, so the the hover module there looks kind of bad, but we sell this for 1 gold. So we bought it for 2 gold. We can sell it for 1. You sell it for about half the price that you bought it. So you see at 495 gold, and then in order to sell, I'm going to drag it up to the top, and then we get our money back there. So um, back to the inventory here. So yeah, I only have 3 slots left, and you can organize your inventory if like you want to put all your weapons in a certain spot or something. And so this is always, you can toggle your inventory no matter where you're at. And then so here I'm just gonna pick up. I'm gonna do the free. This villager's offering me some gold, so I'm gonna take 6 gold. And now again, I have something to buy, an adventure. This is an adventure I can recruit now. So still playing with, um, you know, how things are gonna pop up and when in the village. You're probably gonna recruit first because you're not gonna win the you're not gonna win the first battle with just a level 3 beast. I can tell you that. So since I'm rich, I'm just gonna buy them all. And then you see now the next phase is to prepare for battle. So I can still go here and arm my guys up. So you see I'm hovering on them and it changes, but if I want it to pin a certain fighter, I right click it, and now it's, you know, now it's there, and then I can right click through them to pull up my different fighters and then close this. So that's how that interface works. So um, let's look at Thok here, and we'll put on some of this leather armor. So you see Thok's um, strength is 14, AC is 13. So you do need to have a little bit of knowledge of tabletop RPGs. So um, yeah, so this AC is 11 on this armor, and you see this is red. It actually went down. So I wouldn't want to put that armor on Thok. I can put this weapon though. Now we have 80 range, 1d8 piercing on that, and health potion doesn't work. Maybe some intelligence. Actually, probably want the intelligence on the priest. Okay, so I'll show you something interesting too. You see, we've got 15 feet of movement here. If I put this rope, which has +1 dexterity, it boosts her dexterity to the point where it's actually going to give her 5 more feet of range. Whereas if I put the rope on the priest here, it didn't affect anything. So where'd the rope go? That's actually, oh, it stayed there. That's a bug. Typically when you move it over there, it should mount, but since there was already an item there, that's something I'm working on that. Gotta love some bugs. So you can just to show you how you can move things around. So you can drag from a fighter to another fighter, drop it on another fighter, or you can move it back to inventory. Or if let's say you're not in the inventory, but you want to move it back to you can just drop it on the box, and it'll go back to the inventory. You can drag it up there and sell it from the fighter. So, I wanted to make that drag and drop item thing as easy as possible. So you see, like if I just drag this to anywhere on the pin fighter, it's gonna auto detect where that's gonna go, based on what the type is. So it goes there, but you can also you know, that was smart as well. But you can also drag to the actual spot that you want it. So right now, most of the items are going to be pretty clear which slot it should go into, but eventually, as we add more items, there could be an item that you could use as a weapon, or you could put it in your accessories and might boost another stat. So there'll be cool stuff like that. Um, Boost, maybe put some more health here. Actually, probably want to put health on our tank. Let's move this back over here, and then put the health on that guy. So you can kind of see which stats are getting boosted there. Let's give him a Warhammer. And the priest AC is 5, so it would actually make sense to put that armor there. And then we're going to prepare for battle. And so this is basic hex map. What we're working on is a 3D hex map that's going to look like a tabletop. So it'll look like something like that tabletop game that you can get from Steam, or you know, just the tabletop that you would typically play D&D on, or any other tabletop game. And then so you'll drag your fighters out. They'll have different movement penalties based on the type of tiles. So you have water, you got trees here, you got rocks, and you can place them. You know, you want to put your healer in the back, kind of thing. Let's get the dire wolf in there and ready to fight. So this is an auto battler. It's an auto chess type game. So you don't actually control it, but you can kind of control where you place them and control how much stats they have, what weapons they have, and things like that. So you see there, we did get a victory. I have a log here. This is something that you'll be able to turn on and off, and you can have more detailed stats. I'm a stats guy, so I love it. I love having more stats, and then you also be able to speed the game up or pause it if you want to just, you know, speed run through it, or you want to pause it, look at the stats, see what happened there. So now since I won that, I went to Village 2. If I would have lost that, I would have gone back to Village 1. So now I did gain some gold since I won, and I'm in Village 2. And in Village 2, right now you're kind of seeing similar choices, but the more you progress through the game, the more advanced or the more rare type of cards you're going to see, and you're going to see stronger and stronger fighters. So eventually you might come to a point where you've recruited your 10 fighters, and you might need to let one go in order to get somebody stronger. So those are some other choices that you might have to make. And then each battle you go to, you'll be able to place more fighters. So the first time I could only place 3 fighters. In this round, I'm gonna be able to place, I think, 5. Yeah, it won't let me place another one. So each battle is gonna get more and more epic as you go through, and the maps are gonna be different, and you'll also have some environmental effects. So this is the teaser. Hope you like it, and let me know if you got any feedback. Also, any ideas of what you'd like to see in the game. That would be cool.